I'm just going to keep speaking into this, okay, for a minute, because I'm going to 28, 29, 30, so you can check as you go. And so just ignore me. Okay, so number 28, the reference number is going to be minus 30, because 1 multiplied by minus 30 is minus 30. And then you're going to break up minus 30 into its factors. And you have two choices, probably more likely 2 and 15 be the first choice, or sorry, plus 15 and minus 2, because the bigger factor has to be positive to make a plus 7x in the middle. The second option is going to be minus 3 and plus 10. Now as you can see, minus 3 and plus 10 works perfectly, okay? So use minus 3 and plus 10 in the middle. So we're going to get x squared plus 10x minus 3x minus 30. Then what you're going to get here is you're going to factorize the first two. They have an x in common, but the highest common factor is the number 1. So that can go there. And then you're going to have x plus 10. Now that the first bracket is already done, you must know the second bracket is the same thing. And then you need to figure out what comes outside, and this will be minus 3. So now you know that the answer is going to be x minus 3 into x plus 10. Okay, the next one is going to be 29. Step 1 is to figure out the reference number. Once again, the reference number is actually minus 30. Reference number equals minus 30. Now, what's actually quite confusing about this question is that you can come up with 2 and 15 and 3 and 10. And what you can notice is that they both sort of make 13. But what you have to remember is one of them has to be negative and one of them has to be positive. So if one of these is negative and one of these is positive, the minus 3 and the plus 10 can't make 13. But the 2 and the 15 can make 13. So in this case, there's a choice to be made, and you have to know that because the reference number is minus 30, this means that one of the factors has to be a minus number. It has to be a minus number multiplied by a positive number. If you were to use minus 3 minus 10, when you multiply out minus 3 minus 10, you get plus 30. Our reference number is not plus 30, it's minus 30. Okay? So this in mind, you just go x squared plus 15x minus 2x minus 30. You can factorize two sets of 2. You get x into x plus 15 minus 2 into x plus 15. And then the answer here is going to be x minus 2 into x plus 15. Because it's the first number in each case. So just sometimes remember to check your answer, okay? And when you check your answer, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply it back out. So it's going to be x times x plus 15 minus 2 times x plus 15, okay? When you multiply it back out, you would have got x squared plus 30x, or sorry, plus 15x minus 2x. And this is where you can check your answer, and minus 30. And what you'd get here is x squared plus 13x minus 30. And what you're noticing is I meant to have minus 13. So there's obviously been an error made here, okay? So to fix the error, what you do is you go back up to the top. You're going to rub this out now, and you're going to change the plus 15 back into a minus 15, okay? So the error was made up here. So what it's going to be, it should have been minus 15 plus 2. So please, during this section in particular, please slow down. Everybody, you slow down and you make sure that it is actually minus 13. That's where an easy error could be made, okay? Then you can factorize again. You get x into x minus 15 plus 2 into x minus 15. And now your answer is going to be x plus 2 into x minus 15. That's the most common error, is not breaking up your middle number correctly, okay? Good spot. Okay. The next one, the reference number is going to be minus 40. And when you have a reference number of minus 40, you got to break it up into numbers that I'm going to say 2 and 20. And that's going to be 2 and minus 20. So I'm going to make sure I didn't make the same error I did in the last question. Going to slow down at this point. Plus 2x minus 20x. Before I leave this part, I'm going to double check. Plus 2x minus 20x is 18x. Perfect. Now we can move on. Okay. Once you reach this stage, you can factorize. And when you factorize, you're going to get x into x plus 2. You know the second bracket's got to be the same. What number multiplied by x gives you minus 20x? The answer is minus 20. Then you know your answer is x minus 20 into x plus 2.